Okay, there we go. Okay, Liz, Liz, by the way, is going to be running quite a bit of the meeting. Liz is our gallery manager.
Hi.
And
Yay, Liz.
and then Chelsea, you wave. That's Chelsea. She's our new executive assistant, and you'll be hearing more about her later. Janie Lorenz is on the call. She's our business manager. And I think Julia, our assistant gallery manager, is on. And so is Rhonda Sanborn, who is our community and business engagement manager. So we appreciate all the hard work that the staff has been doing while we have been working remotely. We've been doing a lot of exciting things, which I hope you'll look at our website and see what all we've done. And we're also having lots more opportunities for artists, including artist profile pages on our website. It's under Fine Craft Gallery, so you can look. Susie Peasy's on there, and there's several other artists who have pages on there. So have a look at that. So let's get going. So welcome, and we are so glad that you all are here and are attending our first virtual exhibition, which is of our members show, Contemporary Craft at its Finest. First, I'd like to thank Regions Bank, whose generous sponsorship has made this exhibition possible. We have so much to show you tonight, and you'll have a chance to participate at the end too. What's going to happen is Liz is going to mute everyone, but if you want to say something that you can't, you want to share, you can raise your hand and she will mute you at a good time, or unmute you, and then we'll have a chance for a Q&A towards the end. And speaking of chances, towards the end of the program, at the very end, your names will have been put into a ceramic bowl by Julia Culver, our assistant gallery manager. And at the end, 2 of those names are going to be drawn for $25 gift cards to the gallery. But make sure that you're still on the call, because you have to be present to win. So I think y'all are familiar with our organization, but for those of you who may not be, I'd just like to take a couple minutes to tell you about us. Florida CraftArt is a statewide organization. It was founded in 1951-52, and it's supported by our members. Our mission is to grow the statewide creative economy by engaging the community and advancing Florida's fine craft artists and their work. Also, on the second floor of our gallery and building, which is our headquarters in St. Petersburg, there are 20 artist studios, and it's known as Art Lofts. And I want to just point out, this painting is by Lee West, who's one of our gallery artists. And this painting behind me is by Nadine Saitlin, and Nadine is one of the artists in the show who painted on gourds. And she is, I bought that painting from her quite a few years ago. And then this is Jerry Ari, and then we have a necklace, all from Florida CraftArt. So, so now what I'd like to do is tell you a little bit about our member show. It showcases the best of the handcrafted work by our members. And if you're not a member yet, we would so appreciate if you'd support our programs and join. I'd like to thank our staff who's worked so hard to create this exhibition, including a book, which our gallery manager, Liz Rogers, will tell you about now. Please welcome Liz.
Hi, everyone. I miss everyone. I see some volunteers on here, some artists in the show, some artists in the gallery. So thanks for joining me. I miss all of you guys so very much. So it's good to see your faces, even if it's like the Brady Bunch in a little grid right now. It's as close as I can get, and I'll take it. So I'm going to start with a little bit of fun, exciting gallery news. The staff has been working diligently behind the scenes during this whole process, getting this done, as well as many other projects that we've been really wanting to implement for our artists and for our members. And we're about ready to announce that our first phase of our Fresh Start will be coming in the next couple weeks, where we'll be open up to collectors and customers by appointment to come in and have a personal shopping experience with Julia and myself. So that's very exciting. And from there, we'll kind of build on that and what the new normal everyone keeps talking about looks like. But keep your eyes on your email, because I'll be sending out many updates as soon as they're available. And if you have any questions about anything, inventory, opening, you guys all know how to get a hold of me, and I love to hear from you. So with that being said, I'm going to start the members opening. So yay, Chelsea. Okay. So Chelsea, actually, would you bring up the book page for me, the front cover, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you all for participating. This is obviously new to not just us at Florida CraftArt, but probably the majority people of the call. We scrambled, and thanks to our fearless leader, Katie Dietz, she came up with this wonderful idea, and Chelsea Rowe, who many of you may not know, our newest employee, has been working very diligently on this beautiful online catalog. So as of this evening, you can go onto our website and view this catalog, as well as if you want to purchase one for yourself, you can go into the shopping cart feature and purchase one, and it's sent directly to your home with your work in it. So let's flip through to the third or fourth artist. Great. This is great, Chelsea. So as you can see, that little button right there, Chelsea clicks on through the calendar or the catalog, and it takes the collector or the viewer directly to our shopping cart feature, and they can add it to their cart and have it sent directly to their home. There we go. Chelsea's adding it to her cart. One of my faves, Tom Davis. There we go. So that's online currently for you guys to all go look at and play around with in the background, or send out to your friends, your collectors, and also purchase a copy for yourself if you decide you want to. With that being said, I'm going to introduce you to our juror. Allison, are you in here? Can you say hello? Okay.
I see Allison is here, but I think she's muted. Let me try and unmute her. Liz, you might have to do that.
I actually can't. Chelsea, can you?
I got it. Allison, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Hello.
Hold on. I want to actually introduce you to Allison. Allison is also one of our gallery artists. She makes some beautiful glass jewelry and has been for 30 years, I found out. I didn't know she'd been doing it that long, but she has a long line of other credentials. And I must say, with something new like this, it's very hard to expect people to join us so excited when we ask them to do something so outside the box. And I want to thank Allison, because when we brought up this idea and asked her to be the juror, she was like on board from day one. And we really appreciate that. She earned her MA in History and Criticism of Art, MA in Arts Administration, graduate certificates in Museum Studies and Art Museum Education, and her bachelor's in Art Education from FSU. That's a lot.
Go Knowles.
You go, Knowles! He has also worked as a curator at several art museums, as a program director and gallery manager with Florida's Division of Cultural Affairs, served as instructor of art appreciation at Daytona State College, and fulfilled numerous roles for many nonprofit art organizations over the years. So she's incredible, and I want to welcome her. Allison, you want to take it over?
Yes, I do. I just want to say I love the arts, and I'm all about them. So this was a real honor for me to serve as the judge for this exhibition, especially since there were so many fantastic works of art from throughout the entire state of Florida. So I'm not going to say it was easy, but technology served me well. I was given an entire portfolio of wonderful works that I could zoom in on, zoom out on, look at from as many angles as is possible on a two-dimensional surface. And the way I approached this was, I did an initial quick review of all of the pieces just to get my response, and then I would jot down a few notes for ones that, you know, just kind of struck me for whatever reason. Then I got into a more analytical approach. I used I looked at the craftsmanship, I looked at the creative originality, as well as the overall appearance and general response that you have. So with so many great works of art, I had a difficult time narrowing it down, and there were, I mean, high scores all the way across the board, but there were a few that stood out. And what I did was I took those higher scoring ones and I went back to my initial review and I looked at the artist statements and just kind of made some more determinations based upon that. And I think I've come up with a really nice group of awards to hand out, but I do have to say, we've got a lot of talent in this group, and it was really hard to make these decisions, but I think that it's all well and good. So let me start out with the honorable mention awards, okay? Our first honorable mention award is going to a West Palm Beach artist who works in mixed media, Judy Flesher, for her music room. And what I loved about this particular piece so much is that Judy's use of strong patterns and colors while also presenting a well-organized composition and storyline. And if you take a careful look at the female figure's face in the music room, she shows a woman who is truly enjoying her musical experience. So I think it's just delightful. Now, the next piece that I'd like to talk about is by a fiber artist from Tampa. Leon Croce's won an honorable mention award for Tundra Tails. And this fantastic piece of wearable art is very aptly named, as it resonates well with Scotland and Highlander tales. The felt dress shows an attention to detail that makes you want to study every inch of the design. It's just lovely. The next honorable mention award goes to Spring Hill, Florida mixed media artist Melissa Menzer for Cat Person. Now, Melissa's found object assemblage is quite endearing, and it truly made me smile. And if you read Melissa's artist statement, that's one of the things that she says. She likes to make people smile, and this piece does make me smile. She carefully modeled the face and assembled the body with found objects, and it's truly fun to look at. And I love the little cat hood and the yellow beaded necklace, as well as the interesting antiques that she chose to create the storyline. And then our final honorable mention award, final but not, you know, the last, but truly fantastic, is by Emily Pritchard for her Circles necklace. This carefully beaded necklace is geometric work of art that is well balanced asymmetrically through the use of color, shape, form. And the next time I get over to St. Petersburg, I can't wait to try something like this on. So, and now I'd like to talk about our next award. This is the Executive Director Award. Every year, the Florida CraftArt gives an Executive Director. Katie Dietz gets to recognize one particular piece that spoke to her especially. And so this year's Executive Director Award goes to fiber artist Barbara Ensalaco for her ocean motif shawl. Our third place winner is by, oh my goodness, hold on, sorry.
By Monica Laura from Clearwater.
Monica Laura, it's a cast gold and topaz ring entitled Savage Eden. And what I especially love about this piece is the exquisite detail. It reminds me of something that one would find in an archaeological dig in Greece or somewhere in the Middle East. It's just exquisite. And the title just resonates so well with what we see going on there. Our second place winner is by Susan Sugat for Spring Mool. I'm sorry, give me a second. I should have muted this. Spring Moon. There's a lot going on in this crescent-shaped cast glass work of art. If you look down in the lower left corner of the crescent moon, you can see a face, which would have been cast in there. There's a lot of inclusions. If you look toward the center of the crescent, you'll see a rainbow-shaped, I don't know, it's probably a marble. I am not a cast glass artist, so I do not know as much about cast glass, but I do know that there's a lot of attention to detail, plus it's beautiful when the light shines through it. Flame working, so this is truly an exquisite work of art with very detailed craftsmanship. Our second place award, no, actually, wait, third, would it be? I think I got my numbers mixed up. Okay, so pardon me. Laura Savage got the third place award. Sue got the second. The first place award goes to
Al Bibaroa from Venice, Florida.
I was just remembering his first name. I remembered the last name. So this is Tipping Point. And when I was reading Al's artist statement, I thought it was fun that he had heard somebody say that, you know, it's all a question of balance. And it reminded him of this particular work of art that he had started some years ago that he had entitled Tipping Point. And that comment made him want to go back and work on it. And what I love about this piece is the fact that he works in jewelry boxes a lot, but this is the first time, or that I could tell, that he started working on a piece that's going to hang on the wall. So in the catalog, you'll see beautiful details of the inside of the box as well. It's just exquisite. And our best of show is another work of art that was new to the artist. It appears that Susie Pease is beginning a Hair of Humanity series, and this Hair of Humanity is called Lockdown. And what I love about this piece is the animation in the little hair is just so much what so many of us have been going through. We're so anxious to just spring into action, and here we are in a lockdown. If you look at the little critter's eyes, they just have this energy in them, and it's just so exquisite. So I want to just say that I love every one of these pieces, and I'm very honored to have been asked to do this. And I have to say that this year's member show truly highlights how skillfully engaged Florida's craft artists are with our natural world and each other, while also philosophically and wittily taking things in stride as we move through life in this new century. So thank you again for the honor.
Thank you, Allison. You did a great job, and thanks for taking the time to explain all these things. This is one thing that's a little bit different than our normal openings, because often the judge doesn't have time with everyone standing around and waiting to really explain why they chose certain things. And it was really hard to choose. I think she made some very good choices, but there were so many other pieces that I really loved too. So I hope you all will take the time to look thoroughly through the book. And I personally helped to edit all the bios, and it was so interesting finding out about all these people, their interesting biographies and their artist statements. So I do hope you all will take the time to really have a look at it.
Great. And Chelsea, could you actually, okay, hi. I see you raising your hand, Al. At this time, if anyone has any questions or wants to say anything, Chelsea, could you unmute Al for us? His name is ABIBB.
There you go, Al.
Thanks. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out one thing about the box, and that is this is freestanding. This is not that's what makes it so crazy is I have a plexiglass base behind it. I don't know if you can see it in the image, but this is a freestanding piece.
Oh, thank you for explaining that. It's so fantastic. So that makes even that much more sense about why we're calling it Tipping Point.
That's right.
A question of balance. It's beautiful, Al.
That's amazing. I had no idea. I was sure it had to be a wall piece. So that is really incredible and wonderful craftsmanship.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have any questions that I could answer at this time? I also want to welcome you guys to like email me any
Kimberly
questions
Cummings
that you
wants
may
to
have.
say something.
Who's that?
Kimberly Cummings is waving her hand.
I would love to know the size of the hair.
Yes, and I wrote you back in chat. I
Oh,
don't have.
sorry.
It's okay. We're all learning this together, Kimberly. I can't switch out of the screen right now
Susie.
because I'm using my iPad. But
Oh, well,
Susie, hold on. Can we actually take?
Like jewelry, or is it like a table piece?
So you know what we're gonna do
Susie
right
would
now?
know.
A little off script. We're gonna take Susie. Can I put you on the spot, Susie? You won the show. You gotta speak. You gotta speak. Let's see. There she is. Susie, will you let us know more about your piece?
Sure. It is a tabletop sculpture. It was inspired by the current status of everything we're going through right now. It's a very different piece for me. I've always usually done the cutesy little things, but you know, when I sat back down in the studio after all of this is going on, I just couldn't make that. And so I went through a lot of anxiety, as I'm sure all of you did. And it took me quite a while to even come up with something. But then all of a sudden, I just had this idea and I had all these feelings and emotions that I just needed to get out. And there he is.
Well, I know it's subjective, but I love him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we're happy that you had those emotions and weren't afraid to get them out, because then we all reap the benefits of this beautiful artwork. So congratulations on winning.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you very
can't wait
much.
to
say too that that's quite a compliment coming from Kimberly Cummings, who is an extraordinary ceramic artist.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes. Does anyone else have any comments? Don't worry, you're not on the spot. We've got more planned. I don't want you to feel left out of this conversation. It looks like no one's got anything at this time. So I'm actually going to turn it back over to our executive director, Katie, who's going to introduce a little special thing that she had planned. And before she does that, I want to take a moment from the staff to thank Katie for all she's been doing behind the scenes for us in this time, you guys. It's been crazy, but she's kept it together. So thank you, Katie.
Well, I appreciate it. And I have the best staff, and we're all like family, and we've been meeting. I think we're actually getting even more accomplished from home. At least I don't have a half-an-hour drive time, but it's a really great privilege and honor to work with such a great staff and our wonderful board of directors too, and all of our volunteers. We all work together as a team. So now, how many of you have heard about the Pinellas Community Arts Relief Fund? Well, I serve on to develop that with several other people, and a person I'm going to introduce was on the committee with me, and he's going to tell you about an event Sunday. I've already bought my ticket. I can't wait. And he's also going to perform for us a very special song that I first heard him sing at our event, which was called The Art of Healing. And that was back in February, and it's absolutely thrilling. So we're honored to present Dr. Alex Harris, who will sing for us and tell us about that special event to help artists. Many of you know Alex and his talents, as he has performed in St. Pete quite a bit. He is an academic, a humanitarian, a singer-songwriter, and a cross-the-line music Sony Orchard recording artist. Beyond his Billboard hits, 4 #1 singles, and traveling the world, Dr. Harris is also co-founder of the Arts Conservancy for Teens, ACT, which utilizes the performing and visual arts to empower and enrich the lives of youths, especially disadvantaged high-risk youth. And it is a nonprofit, by the way. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Alex Harris.
Thank you, Katie. It's such a great honor to be a part of the community and to gather here virtually. And just to add to what Katie said, that on Sunday, I've been also very fortunate and honored to be a part of a committee that the committee that formalized the Pinellas Relief Fund for artists and nonprofit arts organizations and creative businesses. We've raised a number of dollars. I don't have the exact amount, but it was a little over $100,000, and we've been able to support a lot of organizations. However, the demand is much higher than the money we've raised. Therefore, we've continued. We've been able to do some immediate response, but we also are continuing. So one of the things that's helping us to continue is the festival on Sunday. The tickets are only $12. They're less than a theater ticket. I think it costs about $14 to go to a theater these days. So, but the good news is you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home or living room or wherever, or your porch. You can watch a plethora of great talent, visual artists, performing artists. I'm going to perform. We have so many great, about 28 artists. You turn it on, cast it on the wall, your television or your computer, and enjoy your afternoon. It's on Mother's Day. We wanted to do it on Mother's Day to honor our mothers. Many people can't connect with them physically or chose not to do that due to the situation. So just to make sure, be extra cautious. People are kind of still keeping a distance even from their loved ones. So we want to make sure that we're able to provide something that you can kind of have a watch party together and talk about your favorite performance or reading from poets and dancers. And so we put a lot of thought into it and put it together. At 3 p.m., you can go to Creative Pinellas on Facebook. We're going to be, I think we have a lot of influencers who are going to be signing on the Zoom to talk about. And at 4 p.m. Eastern, we're going to go into the Festival of Talent. So some of the top talent in our county and across the Bay, actually, to be honest, who said, I want to participate, I want to support, we believe in the arts, and this is one way we can continue to raise awareness. And all the information is at Creative Pinellas on our Facebook. You just click on the link, you can purchase a ticket, encourage your friends, your neighbors, your associates to support what such great cause. 100% is supporting our relief fund.
And they can get on at creativepinellas.org too.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Creative.
It is going to be Zoom, right?
Zoom, yeah, at 3 p.m. and then at Creative Pinellas at 4 p.m. You can the information when you get your ticket is going to be there where you can watch it.
And people can go on and buy their tickets now, make an additional donation if they want to. Right. And it's really going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. And it's a really nice thing to buy as a Mother's Day present if you haven't already bought one at Florida CraftArt.
Right.
We still have more for Florida CraftArt, by the way. If anyone wants a Mother's Day present, we got cards, we got everything. We'll mail it for you. You don't have to worry about it at all. Just give Liz a call. So, Alex, what are you gonna sing for us?
I'm gonna sing. I can sing Change Is Gonna Come, is that all right? Or I can do Stand By Me. Which one you want to hear? It's up to you.
Well, I don't know. I love Change Is Gonna Come, but what do you?
Okay. I'll do that one. I was born by the river in a little tent, and oh, just like the river, I've been running ever since, and it's been a long time coming, but I know a change will come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living. I ain't afraid to die. No, no, no. 'Cause I don't know about you, but I know what's beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change will come. Oh, yes, it will.
Wow. Oh my God.
Scott over, and I'm all teary-eyed. That was so beautiful. Thank you. And I can't wait to see you perform and hear you perform on Sunday. Thank you, Alex.
Appreciate it. Thank you all.
Wow. Okay. So let me take a little breath. I put on makeup for you guys. Now I wish I didn't because that was so beautiful, Alex. Thank you for joining us. I can't wait to buy my tickets for Sunday. Yeah, that was really fantastic. Thanks for coming on and joining us. Last thing I'm going to do tonight is introduce over Julia Culver, who I think most of us know as our assistant gallery manager. She has, yay, I can see people clapping. That's how I feel every time I see her. I can't wait to see her in person soon. It's killing me. But she's been taking your names down on pieces of paper because we wanted to thank you guys for coming to be a part of this evening with us. It's so special to be able to share it with our friends we haven't seen for so long. So with that being said, Julia's going to go ahead and pick some winners of some gift cards to the gallery. And if you are a winner, if you could email your mailing address, if you're not one of my artists, I already have yours. Everyone else, please email Julia at floridacraftart.org, your mailing address, and we'll get that in the mail next week for you. Julia?
Okay, so hi everyone, and thank you for being here. It's been awesome. Let me see. I've got Len. I don't have a last name. Len.
Is Len here? Is Len on the call? Chelsea, could you unmute everybody so we hear? Because you have to be present to win.
Okay, everyone's unmuted.
Hey, Len.
There's
There you
Len's
go.
here. Great, Len.
Len's here!
Congratulations.
All right. Len, just email Julia.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry, could I have that email address again? I never win anything. So I didn't.
Aw.
Well,
Likewise.
today's the day. Julia at floridacraftart.org.
I'm also putting it into the chat section right now, so after this you can get the correct email.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next
I loved all the pieces, but I loved Al's the best. I just have to.
Aw. It's so good.
Our next winner of the $25 gift card is?
I've got Emily Staley.
Yay! Emily, I have your address, girl. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
I can get some. I can buy something for a change. I've been not spending any money for a while.
Shop. We can't wait to see you at the shop when we open back up.
Right. Yeah.
Come a little closer to your mic so we can hear you.
Okay. So does anyone have any other questions, comments before we close?
Just thank you for everything. What a wonderful job, and thanks for everything you do, all of you.
Thank you.
Mary.
Thank you.
It's so nice to see
something you were going to say.
What's that?
Julia, did you have a closing statement?
Yes, I did. I wanted to say thank you all for attending our first opening reception. This is really lovely. And thank you, Nathan Beard, for the compliment on the book. We've been working very hard, and Chelsea's been really a really good job on doing the book. So, and also you can revisit the Zoom call. We'll post it on our website, so that'll be up in the next couple of days to kind of see what we did here. And if you're not a member with us, you can check out our website and sign up and become a member. That's a great way to support Florida CraftArt and Florida CraftArt artists for the state. So thank you for all your support, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Hey guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great seeing you.
Hi, Julia. Hey.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank everyone for being here. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Katie.
You know her?
David.
She didn't. Oh, she didn't turn on her camera.
Change my clothes.
Bye, all.
Thank
Good job, you guys.
Yeah.
Good job, you guys.
Good job. You guys did great.